Hi, in this video, the last unit of high voltage engineering is discussed. The last unit is high voltage testing and insulation coordination. In this unit, we discuss the basic terms related to international and Indian standards and testing of insulators, circuit breakers, bushings, isolators, transformers, which are related to that power frequency, impulse and DC voltage testing. And finally, we discuss the insulation coordination. This testing on electrical equipments is performed in order to prove the design meets requirements and to check the quality requirements. Okay, the tests are performed for the first purpose are referred as type tests and are performed on the first unit of a new design and on selected repeat units where a larger number of units of a given type has been ordered. Basically, this test are approved by IEC, that is International Electrotechnical Commission, or BIS is the recommendation body. Before we discuss the testing of various electrical equipments, we see the important definitions according to the standards. These standards use technical terms which need to be defined for a clear understanding for the test procedures and conditions under which the test to be performed. Then first term is disruptive discharge voltage. That is, disruptive discharge voltage is a voltage which produces the loss of dielectric strength of an insulation. That is the voltage at which the electric field stress in the insulation causes a failure which results in a collapse of voltage and passage of current. This is called as disruptive discharge voltage. Next term is withstand voltage. That is the voltage which has to be applied to a test object under a specified condition in a withstand. Voltage is called as withstand test. That is the maximum voltage at which the maximum voltage which withstand the objects, that is called as maximum withstand voltage, which is defined as Indian standard 731 or Indian standard 2099 1963 act. Then next term is 50% flashover voltage. That is, this is the voltage which has the probability of 50% 50 percentage flashover when applied to that is the voltage is applied to a test object which has the probability of 50 percentage flashover. Okay, this is normally applied in impulse test in which loss of insulation strength is temporary. That is the voltage which when applied to an insulator for a large number of times causes flashover in one half of the total application. Okay, you are applying to an insulator, it occurs for only the 50 percentage of an application. Next one is 100% flashover voltage. That is the voltage that causes a flashover at each of its applications under specified conditions when applied to the test object is specified as 100 percentage flashover voltage. That is the minimum voltage that causes flashover each time. Okay, it is applied to an insulator under specified condition is called as 100 percentage flashover voltage. The next one is creepage distance. That is, creepage distance is the shortest distance on the contour of external surface of the insulator unit or between, that is the distance, the minimum distance between two metal fittings on the insulator, which is called as creepage distance. That is, the creepage distance is the minimum distance between the two metal fittings on the insulator. Then AC test voltages, that is alternate test voltages, AC test voltages for power frequency should have that frequency range of 40 to 60 hertz and should be sinusoidal nature. And the deviation allowed from the standard sine wave is about 7%. The next one is the impulse voltage. This impulse voltage, we have already discussed that it depends upon that wave front and wave tail, that is front time and tail time. So the impulse voltages are characterized by polarity, peak value, then front time, and time to half the peak, that is 50% of the peak wave. Then according to standard the standard pulse is defined as one with that is front time is 1.2 microsecond and tail time is 50 microsecond. That is the front time is 1.2 microsecond and tail time is 50 microsecond. That is otherwise it is called as 1 by 50 microsecond wave. Then here the tolerances are allowed within plus or minus 3 percentage on the peak value and plus or minus 3 percentage in the front time and plus or minus 20 percentage in the tail time. Then another factor is main thing is humidity. Okay, according to that, what do you mean by a reference atmospheric condition? Means this temperature should be reference atmospheric condition, means that is the temperature would be 27 degrees centigrade to 270 degrees centigrade. Then pressure is 760 tar. Then absolute humidity is 17 gm per meter cube. And according to that British standard, according to the British standard, first one is this one is the Indian standard, then another one is the British standard. The temperature is 200 degrees centigrade and the pressure is the same 760 tar, whereas the allowable humidity is 11 gm per meter cube. Then the flashover voltage of the test object is given by this equation, where VA is the voltage under actual test condition. This is your VA. Then Vs is the voltage under atmospheric condition. Then H is the humidity correction factor and D is the air density factor. Okay, this air density correction factor is already discussed in the sphere gap arrangement, which is given by 289b divided by 273 plus T, where T is the atmospheric temperature in degree centigrade and B is the pressure in bars. And this is the humidity correction factor. Generally, this humidity correction factor is determined from the temperature of a wet and dry bulb thermometer by obtaining the absolute humidity and then computing H from the absolute humidity. These are the nature. Here they given that dry bulb thermometer reading for humidity versus thermometer reading. Here the correction factor versus absolute humidity for power frequency test and positive impulse and negative impulse test. Here it is shown here.